Chris Holmes.
Good evening. I am Chris Holmes, and I'm here today to bring attention to an important issue that the city of Poway is neglecting, the non-compliant housing element. Back in December, Mayor Voss, you claimed that there's a lot of misinformation out there on social media. The only place where facts are being deliberately twisted is here. Here's a quick timeline. August 2008, period 4 adopted by the city. June 2013, period 5 adopted, no problems. May 2021. First draft was submitted and found not in compliance on July 9th. It was then submitted about a week late, but 3 years later, we're still not compliant, so that week doesn't really matter. Doesn't seem like it's being taken very seriously, as was said during that December meeting, but seems like a severe lack of due diligence. On August 25th, 2022, the state sent the city a letter of inquiry, and I have that available for everybody. From the state, it said, "We need a timeline for when you will provide it within a month." The city responded around the week of 12 September, and HCD replied saying, "Hey, why haven't you talked to us? Why have you been not in compliance and mostly ignoring us for over a year? Why did we have to reach out, essentially?" On March 16th, 2023, a memo was issued from the state to all cities in the state saying, specifically for Poway, "A jurisdiction does not have the authority to determine that its adopted element is substantially compliant, but may provide reasoning to the HCD why it may find it is substantially compliant." Fast forward to our December 5th council meeting. Nick Carruthers raised the concerns, and Mayor Voss requested the city attorney provide a brief overview of what was going on. January 22nd this year, the city did submit a new draft. March 13th, it was found not compliant yet again. So, going back to December, the city attorney said we adopted a compliant housing element. That's false per the state's memo. He said we adopted and will make all of the changes HCD requested, which is not true because it was still not found compliant, and if we had agreed and done that, there's not really a reason that they would find it not compliant. He tried to blame the state, saying they were taking too long, but they got back to us in less than their 60-day window and have met with the city dozens of times per their own letters and the city's own acknowledgement. He presented a timeline about having a compliant housing element by the end of this quarter this year. That's in a week and a half. I don't think that's going to happen. Where was he right? Poway's not the only city that's non-compliant. But bottom line here, those other cities are being sued, and the state is racking up legal victories to enforce compliance. The city's attempt to identify as compliant has zero weight. The state is going to go after non-compliant cities like Poway, and developers are taking note and starting to sue for builder's remedy as well. The city has not had a state-approved housing element since 2020, and the last approval was made in 2013. Due to this, I recommend the city be responsible for the city that is responsible growth, responsible development,
Time's
and
up.
take that seriously.
Thank you. Chris Cruz.